Hey guys, it's Hayabusa here, and we got some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. It's some demolition and team tactical on Favela, running the Scar with Scavenger, Stun Power Ninja, usual setup for not running gunning mainly, but more for defense or whatever. And normally in team tactical, not all the time obviously, but a good majority of the time, if you run with a party of like 3 or 4 people, you'll get games like this. And about like Team Tactical and Modern Warfare 2, I love Team Tactical, and it's such a great playlist because a lot of the stuff is actually sort of like all the noob tubes and all the bullshit and the commando. That's usually really limited down to like big 6v6 playlists or ground war and whatnot, but don't really see a whole lot of noob tubes and such in Team Tactical. I mean, you do some games. I mean, you're always gonna have those assholes that do that, especially on Rust. Rust is just complete shit for fucking any game type because it's just a giant clusterfuck. But anyways, I want to talk about Modern Warfare 2 being basically its last week of being one of the most played. Well, I don't know, probably still be one of the most played games, but for the most part, this game is pretty much dead as far as an active major community, I guess. A lot of people are switching over to Black Ops, Halo Reach, and even some PC games like World of Warcraft and StarCraft 2 and shit. But this game, it really did a lot of great things, and I think not too many people notice that. Yeah, you got your fucking recoilless assault rifles and your two bullet kills in some cases, and then you got your one-man army noob tubes, danger close, and you got commando. Aside from that, and oh yeah, I forgot the UMP. Jesus. But anyway, aside from all that bullshit, this game did a lot of things right, and what it did right was it expanded the community. Like, it's just a huge community now, as far as whether YouTube goes or just general people playing on Xbox or PS3 or whatever. This game broadened out to a lot more people, and in a sense, that's probably the reason why so many people found all the glitches and all the hacks and all the JTAG bullshit. I think that's due to a majority of publicity it got. You see, this was the most hyped game of last year, maybe of all time, as far as hype is concerned. Now, for me though, I could care less about Call of Duty when this released. I was more of a Halo player, and a little bit. I played a little World at War, doing whatever, not too much. I really didn't care for Call of Duty. It wasn't my game, and I didn't like it before Modern Warfare 2, and then I found Modern Warfare 2. I was one of those what you could call Christmas kids, the people that get the game on Christmas instead of release date. This game was really my first jump into Call of Duty, and now I can run in any Call of Duty, whether that be Call of Duty 2, 4, World at War. I pretty much can run each game. A lot of the skill set is very transferable in between games, but I'm done talking about that. Anyways, let's talk about the good things about Modern Warfare 2. They did a lot of things right, and the best thing, in my opinion, that they got right was the rank progression. It was so fun to rank up from 1 to 70 and get all those unlocks, and then use those unlockable attachments on the guns and earn more attachments. That whole RPG element just works so well with this game, and I've realized that a lot, and it did it in Call of Duty 4 too. but not to this extent. And I hope Black Ops, and we've already seen that, but I hope it's just as addicting as far as getting attachments and whatnot. Instead of just like being this long, tedious process just to get, you know, extended magazines or your favorite red dot site or whatever. I just hope it's not tedious, because you have to buy the stuff as well as unlock it. So you have to get to a certain level and then unlock it, and then buy it, which, you know, hopefully doesn't make it too tedious and boring and repetitive, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But anyways, this game, and also what it did, it put the Call of Duty YouTube community out there, put them on the in the public eye, I guess. I mean, before Modern Warfare 2, I mean, you just had a small, about maybe 10,000 people, I would say, and not very many people, you know, played this game, or played this game and took it so seriously to look on YouTube and find tips and ways to go about a map or a certain playlist, or how to deal with certain enemies. And I mean, that community was really just not the biggest, and Modern Warfare 2 changed that. And it was good to get the YouTube community out there, especially it also put, you know, Call of Duty, or not just Call of Duty, but like Halo and other big name games on the map as far as publicity is concerned. Because if you looked a year ago, you wouldn't find as many gameplay tutorials and montages and just random all funny clips, whatever they may be. You didn't see that as much as you do now, and we're going to see a huge influx more with theater mode and Black Ops. So whether that's a good thing or not, we'll have to wait and see. But by and large, this game was overall a good game. Anyone who says otherwise really just takes the whole one-man army, noob tube, commando, and all that, just makes that basically the entire game, and it's not. And that's where a lot of people don't like the game. I don't either, but, you know, and we won't ever see a patch for it, but it's whatever, you know. I think it's a great game, and I'm not going to destroy the game. Yes, it pisses me off. Yes, it's bullshit, but at the end of the day, I'm still playing the game, you know. I still love hopping on this game even now. Like the other day, I had a streak of like 5 or 6 free-for-all games where I just either would get in late or start off the game with everyone else and just completely dominate the lobby. That was a lot of fun. I didn't experience any noob tubes, any commando. Did run into a couple boosters, but that's always fun to fuck around with them. So, I mean, this game, a lot of people just hate it and whatnot, but I understand all the bullshit. That's not where I think it's bad, and we'll get some rage quit here. So, this game's coming to a close, and I just want to say, basically, this game was an amazing game, regardless of what people say. If you just remove the bullshit, like as far as one-man army and commando is concerned, the game really is just a lot better. And not a lot of people realize that, and they just completely just paste one-man army noob tubes. This game is shit, and that's not exactly all it is. But I mean, a lot of people run ground war and 6v6 domination and team deathmatch. Get away from those playlists. That's where you're getting your bullshit, because that's where everyone is at. You go into search and destroy, you go into free for all, you go into team tactical. All that shit is lessened by a lot, and not very many people realize that, obviously, and so they just label this game as shit. And every game's gonna have bullshit. Maybe not as to a certain extent as this, but at the end of the day, what game are you playing? Modern Warfare 2, exactly. And a lot of people really just stop playing this, and that's understandable. But you know, a lot of people who continue to call this game bullshit still plays it. So there's something they did something right, regardless. And that's just my opinion. Anyways, that's the end of this game. I went 26-4. I had a couple rage quits. Actually, the entire team forfeited, and we won. So other than that, guys, I will see you guys later. Peace out.